That we also have something from the family of the late high life legend Daddy Lumba. So Daddy Lumba passed away on Saturday. Even yesterday we celebrated him on the show. This morning I wake up, I'm scrolling through social media and I see a video from his Ebusuapenyi, and he is saying that the current wife or the partner of Daddy Lumba, who is popularly called Odo Broni, has not formally informed the family that he has passed. And then they are seeing some funeral arrangements that have already been made, the candlelight procession that we spoke, the vigil, that we spoke about, and then a whole lot of things. And he is saying that it's not right, because as the Ebusuapenyi, they should, the family should also be involved in the affairs of their loved one. But it looks like she's taking everything upon herself. But we have that video, so we are going to play it and then we can continue the discussion.
Ebusuapenyi confuse me na mesie e ko na Ebusuapenyi sante hene brempo hene na Ebusuapenyi me pa akoso Daddy Lumba Ebusuapenyi ba ko pe ne me Maame wo fa se me sister banen no me sister ne amesa me nua no ene amesa yenye mesafo a chese Kojo ne da ho no emrebe ti agifunu ne safo na breme a mochiri receipt ne ma ne ma hu se ampa makọ mesoma na mesoma mo makọ ntesare ye besa tu ana mo na me Ebusuapenyi ansa na mekọ akọbọ otumfo ana mekọ akọbọ omampanyi amane no ezese me hunu pa se wo mo soma wo na ko hu se Lumba ne da wa wafiri mu no eni kuno ho pa wagu amana hayayi ti etese wo mo de nam sa no na ye nim guase ama abusua no obi kura se na watch ye bedi na watch on the second we say one
ya second night essentially she bia babonten eno tina ye de ye ba abusua wo se ye ba begintre mu
ye nim ho we no kura bia nim candle night no ne hwan okofa candle wo he no de koye ne night yes eno owu ye no na yire na one ne wo ho na ono no owu wo ne nsem no ne papa mu no se nko ne tubofo ade ne ba bebo abusua se modehye no wawu ya hunu bi sa
te ne yire ne se onim busua ni bia enti eno so mo je ne se wo se onim busua ni bia
why ade ansa na maka ne yire na one ne tie ne de mekura mini no nyamini ni pe ne mini no ana minuanem ne mo fa asefo nyina nim enti wo mkura duru on meka cha na yire nso omma me ne nkasa wa anyi phone ne man kasa
na yire na anje phone
wa anyi phone ne man kasa
it's interesting because of the way traditional setup is. When there's a funeral, it's actually the family that handles the funeral
arrangements and all that.
But in contemporary times, you might have spouses and
children,
even children, taking it. I was going to ask a question, and it's good that he answered it. I was going to ask because the issue was raised whether he said that the wife should have sent an envoy to inform the family that this is what has happened. I was going to ask that, he understands. So obviously, it's possible that Daddy Lumba was living a life away from the family. So it wasn't like he was involved in the family or the family was involved in his affairs. Otherwise, then you would know. And I was going to ask, when whichever marriage ceremony was conducted for the wife, which family member was present, for you to know. But you circle round, and like I said, it goes back to the family being responsible for the funeral rites. So even if the wife doesn't know the family, tradition, custom, expect her to still go to the family and inform them and sit down with them to make the funeral arrangement. Unfortunately, the unfortunate part is that they will do that arrangement, and I know in a lot of families they will not take up the cost. It's you who will bear the cost.
But the video is quite long, and if you watch to the end, I think it's an issue of he had I think a former wife, if I should put it that way, because he says that the only wife they recognize is the one in Germany. That is the wife they know. So
and I understand that. I understand that because when they were talking about wife, I was confused myself. But you see, when the person is dead and gone, and this year, you know. So, do we need to have these discussions in this space? You get it. And you know, because in as much as you put this information out, it sort of cast a slight on the person who is gone, and the nature of person that we want to celebrate. You know, so I don't know. Was there a formal divorce with the first one, and was there a formal marriage contract with this current one, and which family was involved and all that? No, so let me tell you what, my dad, right, before my dad passed, he called us one day for a meeting, and one of my uncles was actually, he's an older cousin, so we call him my uncle. Yeah, he was the one who was
broke the news.
No, he was the one who was opening in the meeting.
Okay,
it was my siblings, and then my mom, and then my uncle. Unfortunately, he even passed before my dad passed. So my dad issued do I say an ultimatum that when he dies, he doesn't want any family member to come to the funeral, you know. He had issues with his family and all that, and I'm like, okay. So I said, fine. If you tell me that you don't want your family to organize your funeral, I can get it, you know, because like I mentioned, sometimes the family cry no. And I mean, you understand? Yeah, my dad, I can mourn my dad any way I want.
Exactly.
If you want to handle the funeral any that one I wasn't going to allow it.
Okay.
So I can understand that. I can work around it. But the funeral that we are going to organize, that even strangers will come, you know.
Your family members.
Macho man.
Bouncers.
It won't
work.
I told him that, you know. So sometimes individuals have issues with their family. I'm not saying that Lumba did have issues with the family, but obviously from what's coming up, you would realize that maybe not everything was well. And all that, because he can't get married and not have family representation and all that.
The family says they don't know his wife, who he's been living with all these years.
You know, so obviously everything was not, but like I'm saying, this year, there's a way to go about it.
Especially, you know, the kind of person that he was. He's a legend.
I don't know the release, the press release that came from the family. Which family did it come from?
It came from his lawyers, I think.
Yeah, but which family? It was representing a family. So which family? Is it the one he has with the wife?
The wife,
or is it? Yeah,
I get your point.
The reason why I'm asking is that why is he doing this interview? Because part of the release said, I mean, they
wanted privacy
and all
no,
that. This is not, you know, this is not. So I'm really wondering where that release came from and which group, which family group was it representing. But there has to be a way to get everybody together.
The person is
what are you talking?
I don't know example. Okay. Me, na me dem.
You know my stuff. You know my stuff. Don't do that. Me know na koba. The secret nyina don't try.
Pato you be hard
me. Me and you will go way back. Okay.
Hey, way back. So that's it about the legend Daddy Lumba. And moving on, Ghanaian actor Kojo Lilwin. You know, when he started gaining a lot of popularity, there was this similarity, or should I say comparison, between him and Agya Koo.
Yeah.
Sometime in the past, I think they've sort of traded words, or there's been that banter between the two of them. Recently, you know, Lilwin has a movie coming up that he's going to premiere. Yeah. The movie he made about Ibrahim Captain Traore. Ibrahim Traore. And even with that, he made a video complaining that he feels disappointed that Daddy Lumba's candlelight vigil was scheduled on the day of.
Sorry, that one too. Who is organizing it?
Which one?
The candlelight vigil.
I think it's the States, because the first release I saw. Sorry, Pachomumen in Suana.
Don't mind them.
So yeah, I was saying that the first release I saw with the candlelight vigil was from the Creative Arts Agency. So I'm assuming that they are organizing it. But anyway, that's beside the point. So Lilwin went for an interview, and then he was asked a question about Agya Koo. And then okay, can't say baby, but I know me person make yentie video no, na yentie audio no. Then we'll get back and then continue the discussion.
What is true? It's true. Agya Koo na was so. That's what. I just a big kitchen. Interview. Podcast. I was on the podcast. About soon, Timino. When that idea in Fanagasi. You're tuning to him. Na pasako be ya sina see etwesi ni boy mate say Van Dam what's when Van Dam connection and so then na utumi connection adwo we true captain dem story and am akonya na be we follow Van Dam open the previous hunu pa American Lilwin okay what's the whole word
according to Lilwin Sisia de Agya Koo
or your podcast
Osa Tonyum on your actor. And then Agya Koo had this to say. So he says, I've transitioned to live band and I'm loving it. You are also making music, and I'm proud to have inspired many actors and actresses, including you. Just that you make noise on a beat like Bantama Queen Selabi. You claim your time is now. Nigerian movies weren't widely accepted in Ghana back in my day, but my movies were the talk of town. You are chasing recognition in Nigeria, yet you are claiming to be the king. Keep pushing the boundaries of art and then stop making noise. Actor Kwame. Continues by saying, my impact on Kumawood is undeniable. You are trying to ride on my coattails, but your actions speak louder than words. Focus on creating something timeless instead of just trying to stay relevant. Keep making movies. Let's see how long your waves last. And then finally...
oh, there's more.
Oh, there's the final one. He says, LOL, he's throwing subliminals and claiming he has it all. Having money isn't everything. I've never sought his help or approval. So why the sudden need to prove himself for me? Akwawe pa. And the word on the street is that way they are Agya Koo.
My question is, did he have a translator or he used AI? Which is which? Or you see AI and I say
no, you see that is why I would defend Agya Koo on this one.
Okay.
That is why we have social media managers.
Yeah.
For example, I want to say something, but the way in which I will say it naturally is not social media friendly for my brand. So you have a social media manager. I call him, say, hey, Gilbert, I want to say ABCD, so go and write it for me.
Yeah, then you do that. AI.
Debbie.
Or can a number
the manager not throw.
Okay, were you there?
Nicely. I'm assuming.
Okay. say so, because the way you are saying, somebody will go and report that you said he didn't write it himself.
That is what people are saying on social media. Say,
but you know what? I'm sure those comments will outweigh the comment, the relevance
of what he's written. No, honestly, if you go through the comments, most of the comments are about the substance of what he's saying has been lost.
But I think that Lilwin himself, he uses some of these things to push his movies.
His movies,
get a talkability around his movies, and a little rivalry is cool. It's good. I mean, so long as
don't disrespect somebody like Agya Koo. Agya Koo has paid his dues.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying that a little rivalry is good, right? So long as it doesn't become negative.
Yeah.
You know, I found what he was saying on the show to be funny. Says Agya Koo on movie be on your podcast, which is true. When was the last time you saw an Agya Koo movie? You understand? He doesn't necessarily have to mean it in a disrespectful way. He can say so. Sometimes it's a backstory. It's not what you actually say. It's a backstory. What has gone on? For which reason people would then interpret it? Because you have Agya Koo's contemporary, and they might say similar to him, and he will not take offense.
He will not take offense,
you know, because he knows that we are saying this in jest. Now, that's a movie, and yeah, they say you understand, and he will not take it serious. So that is the only thing. But obviously, in every sector, and especially in the creative arts, we need to give respect where it's due.
Exactly.
Usually, you have youngins come and want to disrespect the
older ones who paved the way for them.
You know, that we should eschew. Yeah, that we should eschew.
And it's all cover for eschew.
This is a class one, bro.
Oh, men can't maintain that, but they were
class one, bro.
We should eschew.
Class 3.
Break it down.
Class 3.
Break it down.
Class 3 and mechanic.
Break it down. But those who don't understand, he's trying to say that we should stop that. Yeah, we should prevent it.
Is that the meaning?
Maka.
You cry me, mechanic.